Donald Trump is running out of time. With just over 2 months left in the White House, he wants to deliver on his promise of an America First foreign policy. Trump has dispatched his top diplomat, Mike Pompeo, to Europe and the Middle East. The U.S. Secretary of State wants to embolden Israel and further isolate Iran before leaving office. Fearing a Biden administration may repeal U.S. sanctions on Tehran, Pompeo needs to strengthen the normalization deals with Arab countries. Key to that is resolving the 4-year-long Gulf blockade on Qatar, something he appears to be making headway with.
We'd like to get that rift solved. We felt that solving the air link issue that you referred to, that making sure that Qatar Air that Qatar was able to fly over Saudi airspace or Bahraini airspace is an important first step in solving that rift. I'd like to see that get done before, if we end up leaving office, I'd like to see that get done in the next 70 days. And I think there's a possibility for it.
Strong allies in the Gulf leaves Iran isolated, and Trump may want to tighten the screws even further. Last week, a senior White House official said the president is planning a slew of new sanctions on Tehran before he leaves office. Reports also suggest that Trump had been looking at options to attack Iran's main nuclear site before he was persuaded to drop the idea. Trump came to power on the promise to end U.S. involvement in foreign wars. He's announced significant troops reduction in Iraq and Afghanistan and wants U.S. soldiers home 5 days before he's due to leave office.
This is consistent with our established plans and strategic objectives, supported by the American people, and does not equate to a change in U.S. policy or objectives.
President Trump's stance on military interventions has been clear for years. He considers it costly and ineffective, but his withdrawal plan is facing harsh criticism, even from within his own ranks.
I think it's extremely important here in the next couple of months not to have any earth-shaking changes with regard to defense and foreign policy. I think a precipitous drawdown in either Afghanistan or Iraq would be a mistake.
And then there's China. Trump has been at odds with Beijing's leadership for much of his presidency. Tariff wars and name-calling have characterized relations for the past 3 years. And China is bracing for what it calls one final act of madness from the White House. President Trump's unorthodox approach has changed how many countries see the U.S. There is likely to be a sigh of relief when Biden takes over, with hopes his presidency will bring some semblance of stability to the world's most powerful nation. But Trump's final performance on the international stage is keeping many countries on their toes. Aksel Zaimovic, DRT World.